Well, boys and girls, Christmas has come early for this car guy. We have all the lines, we got the pump, and all the fittings are in, so we can now upgrade Mr. Sparkle's fuel system to E85. But first, we need to make a toast to the car gods. I'm in a forest. What do you find in the forest? Unicorns! I have no idea how this tastes, but we are about to find out. Here goes nothing. Not bad. All right, so first things first, we need to get this guy out. All right, so the tank is out, obviously. This is where the fuel is always going to sit, so I didn't want to leak. And I lost the one that it came with. It goes in there. So I wanted this to be perfectly flush. And also I used the old gasket that was off of this one here because that one was cracking. Don't want to leak, so while it's there, might as well fix that too. And this one I got just perfect to go over the outside. So this one's going to go in right here. And I also made this a perfect fit, so it'll screw in there just nice like that. So let's go ahead and install that real quick. And I think that's it. You don't want to get them too tight because you'll start to buckle these and all that good stuff. So you just need to get them snug, and that should work. Well, all right, the fuel cell modifications are complete. That took way more time than I thought it was going to, having to pull the whole thing out and all that. But also, when I give away all this stuff in my last fuel system in the giveaway, I'm going to also be providing these little bulkheads for a fuel cell. You're going to need some new gaskets, of course. Definitely recommend those. But those will be in there too. You know, it was a little more work than I thought to modify the fuel cell, but I am happy I did it because look how much more clean it is as compared to earlier. What a big difference. So I guess now I'm just going to jack the truck up and then we'll pull all this stuff off. All right, so I have the front up right here. And what I am doing, I'm taking the air compressor and I'm blowing the fuel out from the return all the way to a tank that's over there. That way when I'm taking these off, nothing worse than being underneath the vehicle, taking off lines and then gas just falls on you. So I'm going to get all the gas out by doing that. I'll do it with this one so you guys can see my little trick. Not really a trick, but it helps keep gas off you. All right, so this is the inlet side. I'm just going to remove this alien fitting real quick. And just a little note, when you're blowing air in here, don't just turn it full blast, else it'll just spew stuff all over the place. So do it kind of low, stick it right in there. Uh-oh, I did it too much. Hope I didn't splatter out on that side. All right, we'll remove this now. Now, I'm going to just turn it on full blast and get the rest of the gas out. This is residuals. Well, after reviewing the footage, it appears you need a good bit of pressure when it's on the pump side. I thought the pump wouldn't be that restricting with it off, but apparently it is. So don't be scared to fire away on the pump side. Alright, so I went ahead and removed all the stuff securing my old hose in there. This is kind of what auto studies in the kit. I mean, if you want to use them, you know. This is basically Home Depot. This is when I didn't have enough of these laying around. So I went to Home Depot and just cut some hose and put the hose in there, and it worked pretty good. So I'll just throw these two in there. This one's pretty much mangled, so you won't worry about that. So now I'm going to go underneath, and then we're going to pull the old hose out. Alright, so everything should be free. Hopefully. Apparently that's not. Go ahead and pull. This is the return. Pull the return out. The return is free. And this is getting hung up on something. Let's go check that out. Here's the pump. Oh, a little more gas. Still in there. Alright, the old fuel system is now OUT. Jungle Gym. Alright, so I went ahead and cleaned the filter for you. And if you don't want to run it, you can get replacement ones for this. But it looks to be in pretty good shape to me. Put a little WD-40 on the gasket so they wouldn't dry out if you let it sit. And of course right there, we're going to let this dry, and then I'm going to assemble it before I ship it out to you guys. But I just wanted to show you that. I also went ahead and I cleaned up the pump. It was filthy. I don't want to ship you guys out a filthy pump. I did use water to clean it, but I mean, these sit underneath the vehicle, and when you're driving in the rain, they get wet anyways. But what I did is I sprayed WD-40 in here, ran a couple times, put a little WD-40 in there, and sprayed it out really hard with the air compressor. So now we're just going to check to make sure how this sounds so you guys know that it's working correctly. Alright, let's see how she sounds. Sounds pretty healthy. Alright, the giveaway stuff is off. I have a couple of my stuff down here too, just to show you guys something. So this is going to be the feed to the carb right here. And I know I pretty much butchered this in the past, but I'll show you why it's been butchered. Whoever designed this right here like it is should really be kicked right in the dick, and I'll show you why in 1 second. So look, first of all, you can't get a socket on here because all this crap's in the way. And then look at this. You can hardly get a tool on there to tighten it. When you're trying to tighten it, it's real easy for it to slip and just come off, and that's why things been butchered. Even over here, and when you go to turn this, you can get more of a grip right here. When we go to turn it, you can't. It just pulls off because of this angle right here. It's just a crap design. And like I said, whoever designed this to be tightened right here really should be kicked right in the nuts. And that's why I got this one, because, oh look, you can tighten it down here where you can actually put a tool on it. So all my new ones are like this. You don't have to use this if you don't want. It's free, so I'm throwing it in there. It'll still work. And I use vice grips on this right here. You can see I just clamp them on because it's impossible to get this thing tight. Otherwise, you know, I've had this for a long time. So some of these marks right here are anger marks just because, like, who designed this? They are an idiot. They're probably not, but they really didn't think that through, how to get it tight without butchering it up. All right, so the way I have, you know, I cleaned this out for you guys like you saw earlier. And this goes right in here, nice and easily. And this is going to be your feed to your tank, or if you have it. And of course, you can get new hose and route it however you need it. This one right here doesn't come off, only comes out right here. And I do have this guy right here, which feeds into that side right there. This is going to be the feed line, the A&8. So what you guys need whenever you get your regulator, I have this right here. I'm throwing this in. All this is going to be loose. And that'll go to right here. And then your regulator, your feed out, you will need an AN8 on this side, and you will need an AN6 on this side to feed to this guy to your fuel rails to the carburetor. And that's pretty much it. You get a whole bunch of stuff for free, so don't forget to enter. I'm going to be doing my drawing this week also. All right, so everything is boxed up. And just so you guys know, the only things I would not be supplying with this kit is going to be the fuel filter before the carb and the regulator. But whoever wins it, don't worry, I will give you part numbers and what I suggest you get to complete this. This gets you like I say, 87% there. So a lot of the cost is out the way, and the only thing you'll need is a filter, a couple of fittings, and a bypass Holley regulator. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this video for today. I'll save putting in the fuel system for another video. I'm probably going to do it off camera, but I'll show everything that I do when I'm done, just because it's a lot to do and it's really hard to do all that and film at the same time. I know, I'm just being a little bit lazy, but the drawing is going to be that same week that I put that on too. So I'll have probably the drawing one day, and then another day I'll show the new updated fuel system for the E85. But the reason I call it wraps for today is because now that I'm older, see these little hives right here? I've kind of developed an allergic reaction to gasoline when I get it on there. My hands are itching. I tried to get it all off, but there's a little bit gets on there and it just drives my skin nuts now. Sucks getting old. But anyways, until then, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and that like button. Keep on wrenching, and peace.